To understand what is happening in the world, you need to be willing to re-understand yourself. You have to invest in your intention to believe. Your investment is something that gets multiple opportunities to backtrack. Will you say yes to this invitation to awaken? Your preparation for the moments of choice has everything to do with how you will choose. Moments occur within your life where you get to choose whether to wake or to go back to sleep. The truth of this is devastating. It tears apart what you have known and exposes you to a much broader range of reality. In order to embrace this broader range of reality, you must allow who you have known yourself to be to die. From within the experience, it feels like death. After the experience, it feels a lot more like awakening. The story that you wake into is broad. Thus, multiple aspects of what is occurring on planet Earth are essentially mass distractions. They enable a broad range of attention to be channeled into specific and focused details that are ultimately inconsequential. This is a time of great transformation. The events that are unfolding will continue to open space for new endeavors. From the perspective of a life that does not embrace the broader story and spirit beyond this lifetime, multiple incarnations, and a universe full of life, this is a very traumatic threat. If you choose to remain within this perspective, you will suffer greatly. I invite you further. Ultimately, everyone's health is entirely dependent on the pressures that you engage. To the extent that you are wasting your life force, zeroing a multiple range of forces, you do not have excess energy prepared to contend with new challenges. This is energetic investment. How are you investing your life force? Where are you wasting your life force? How can you change these dynamics? At a time of great threat, it is beholden upon all of you to stare deeply into the choices you are making and to allow yourself to scrutinize them much more carefully. It is a good idea to stare at things you thought you'd left behind, transform your relationship to them, and be free, be full, be much more empowered to face the engagements of the future. You are all being given a pause. A dramatic change in the overall influences upon your cultures provides the opportunity for many new people to make new choices. You are new. You are new in this time because you are embracing the opportunities that have been latent and yet existed quietly, unfulfilled. If you would like to embrace them, you may. The world has existed in a wide range of balances, and far more than you have understood, the earth herself has taken your pain. If you choose to proceed into the future with this in mind, a deep gratitude becomes your starting point. You awaken into the realization that the earth herself has taken your pain. Indeed, she knows what to do with it. She does use it. And yet the extraordinary pain and suffering of the death, as the pain of humanity slams through the living ecosystems, is not something you can adequately ignore. By becoming present to the deaths and being grateful to the way in which they create space for you to thrive, you are ushered this much further into the love of this world. Every being, as you awaken, are provided with opportunities to live more graciously, with deeper appreciation and more vibrancy. That is the greatest gift and the ultimate payment that you receive by caring. Further into the future, there will be worse devastations. The economic collapses that lie ahead of you are purposeful. If you encounter them with fear, move further on. There are opportunities that wait that could not exist without the removal of these forces. It is a careful attention that will guide you to recognize what is dying and what is being born. And to the extent you shift your attention, your respect, and your hope to the new life, you will not only make it through this time well, you will thrive. You will be fed by the same forces that your attention follows. Therefore, it is up to you where you choose to focus. To the extent that you focus with great strength and allow others to trust you, you may not need to explain what is happening. Even as you learn to understand and trust these dynamics, others may trust you simply because you are vibrant. They will choose to hold what they see and what they sense in your life, and they will be sparked to simple focus that aligns them with a new reality. And indeed, it is a fundamental turning point. It is a fundamental turning point that harkens wonders well beyond your understanding. The great shift of this story has not simply been foretold, it has been built in.
As you become aware of the big changes underway around you, you begin to realize the true possibilities available to live wonderful, beautiful lives in tune with your heart. And to do this, you must remember who you truly are.
You have brought to this planet the density that you cannot carry well in space. By bringing it here, you bring the darkness. You burn it. You transform it. You compost it. There are many levels of transformation that occur with the energy that is brought. Imagine mass numbers of spirits bringing density, compost, and it gets sorted, it rots, it burns. And there is an end to this process. The grand gift of a universal garden is that compost transforms in cold, transforms still further as it warms, and then creates the soil for new life. It is up to you to embrace participation in this new life. You are invited to embrace the love that is prepared to grow. And it is up to you to choose the role you play in this new garden. Violence transforms. Pain and suffering that have been normal disappear. It sounds utopian to you because you have existed within a perspective where such things are impossible. And yet, you are shifting from fueling your life force based in the dark. You have been shrouded, you have been veiled. The truth has been hidden from you, and you have been asleep, living in the lie. As a result, the only life force available to you has been akin to mushrooms that grow in the dark caves. As the light peeks through, you make the shift spiritually, intellectually, and physically to fueling your life force from light. This bears out in your economies. The technology which helps you create light within what has been a cave of darkness, shifts its source from the dark to the light. You let go of burning the darkness and using it as your fuel. And as you do, unbeknownst to you, the grandest transformation is nearing completion. The mass of density that the spirits involved in shaping humanity brought to this story has almost completed its transformation. This is a finite process, and as it nears its ending, you get to watch this garden grow.